On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Donna.
An Italian term used as a term of address for a woman, equivalent to madam or ma'am.
Examples:
Donna's friends. Donna's love for her family. The prima donna was dressed in a beautiful gown for the ball.
Matriarch.
A woman who is the head of a family or social group, a woman who is the founder or dominant member of a group.
Examples:
Ruled by a matriarch. Matriarch figure. The matriarch of the family was known for her wisdom and guidance.
Electrocardiogram.
A test that uses electrodes placed on the chest, arms, and legs to record the electrical signals of the heart and create a graph that shows the heart's rhythm and activity.
Examples:
Electrocardiogram technician. Abnormal electrocardiogram. The hospital invested in state-of-the-art electrocardiogram machines to improve patient care.
Myocardial.
Relating to the muscular tissue of the heart.
Examples:
Myocardial infarction. Myocardial fibrosis. The physical examination revealed no abnormalities in the patient's myocardial structure.
Infarction.
The obstruction or blockage of blood flow to a specific area or organ, leading to tissue damage or death, commonly used to describe a myocardial infarction, heart attack.
Examples:
Acute infarction. Cerebral infarction. Time is critical when treating a myocardial infarction.
Parlance.
The way in which a particular group or community uses language, the specific terms, expressions, and jargon used by people in a particular field, profession, or social group.
Examples:
Legal parlance. Common parlance. In medical parlance, a heart attack is a myocardial infarction.
Wane.
To decrease in size, strength, or intensity.
Examples:
Wane over time. Wane in popularity. The fragrance of this material wanes over weeks to months.
Grandkid.
The grandchildren of a particular person.
Examples:
Spend the weekend with their grandkids. Cute grandkids. She was so proud of her grandkids, who were all doing well in school and had great personalities.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Arrhythmia.
A medical condition in which the heartbeat is irregular, too slow, or too fast, which can cause the heart to pump blood less effectively and lead to a variety of symptoms such as palpitations, fatigue, shortness of breath, chest pain, or even fainting.
Examples:
Arrhythmia treatment. Heart arrhythmia. The patient was diagnosed with an arrhythmia, causing irregular heartbeats.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
Regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Clot.
A thick mass or lump of coagulated liquid, especially blood, a group of people or things that form an obstructive, unsympathetic, or resistant force.
Examples:
Blood clot. Clot prevention. The clot in the blood vessel required immediate medical attention.
Corona.
A crown-shaped structure, often referring to the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere. A family of viruses known as coronaviruses, a halo or aura around a celestial body, a circular pattern or shape.
Examples:
Corona layer. Corona outbreak. The coronavirus has caused a global pandemic.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Imbalance.
A situation in which two or more things are not equal or equally treated.
Examples:
Trade imbalance. Symptoms of hormonal imbalance. An imbalance in certain substances causes problems with brain function.
Crux.
The most important or fundamental part of a matter or situation, the key point or central issue.
Examples:
Main crux. The crux of the argument. The crux of the matter was that the company was not financially stable.
Shrug.
To raise your shoulders and then drop them to say you do not know or are not interested.
Examples:
Shrug off the importance. Shrug his shoulders sadly. I respect her ability to shrug off harsh criticism.
Chuck.
To throw something carelessly or casually, to get rid of something or someone.
Examples:
Chuck the ball across the yard. Chuck my job. I will chuck these old shoes in the trash and buy a new pair.
Resigned.
Having accepted something unpleasant or difficult, particularly a job or situation, without complaint or resistance, accepting one's fate or circumstances.
Examples:
With a resigned voice. Resigned to their fate. She had a resigned look on her face when she realized that she had lost the race.
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Belie.
To contradict or show to be false or untrue, to give a false impression or disguise the true nature of something.
Examples:
Belie his expectations. Belies the impact of the speaker's words. The peaceful surroundings belied the danger lurking just around the corner.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle. Crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Pluripotent.
Describing cells that have the potential to differentiate into any specialized cell in the body, often used in the context of stem cell research and applications.
Examples:
Pluripotent embryonic cells. Pluripotent gene expression. Pluripotent stem cells can differentiate into any cell in the body.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Clump.
A small group of bushes, trees, flowers, people, etc.
Examples:
Clump of bacteria. A clump of trees. I heard the clump of his boots in the hallway.
Cartilage.
A tough, elastic connective tissue that is found in various parts of the body, such as the joints, the outer ear, and the tip of the nose.
Examples:
Cartilage damage. Nasal cartilage. The knee joint is supported by cartilage, which helps absorb shock and prevent bone damage.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
Large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Coax.
To persuade, encourage, or gently urge someone to do something. To manipulate or persuade something to work or function properly.
Examples:
coax a confession, coax a smile. She tried to coax her cat out of the tree with a can of tuna.
Embryonic.
Of or relating to an embryo, equals an animal organism in the early stages of growth, in an early stage of development.
Examples:
embryonic stem cells, embryonic development. The project is still in its embryonic stage.
Embryology.
The branch of biology that studies the development of an embryo from the fertilization of the egg cell until birth or hatching.
Examples:
embryology research, human embryology. The advancement of embryology provides us with a better understanding of genetics and human reproduction.
Ponder.
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
ponder divine matters, ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them, to add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
fertilize the soil, fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Shameless.
Without shame or embarrassment, showing no remorse or guilt for one's actions or behaviors.
Examples:
shameless behavior, shameless liar. He acted in a shameless way, not caring that his actions hurt others.
Abscond.
To leave hurriedly and secretly, especially to avoid getting into trouble or facing consequences.
Examples:
abscond with money, abscond from home. The suspect absconded from the police station before they could be arrested.
Organoid.
A laboratory-grown miniature version of a human organ, usually derived from stem cells, that can be used for studying development, diseases, and treatments.
Examples:
organoid culture, organoid research. The development of organoids has opened up new avenues for research into the early stages of fetal development.
Twitch.
To make a sudden and quick movement with a part of the body. Noun, a sudden, small, jerky movement of a muscle or part of the body.
Examples:
twitch at his sleeve, twitch of an eye. She couldn't stop her leg from twitching nervously.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
spineless jellyfish, jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Splice.
To join or connect two or more pieces or lengths of something, especially by twisting or interweaving them, to get married.
Examples:
Splice a gene. Splice the old and new sections. I need to splice these two wires together to complete the circuit.
Persevere.
To persist in the course of action, despite opposition or difficulty, to continue with determination despite setbacks, obstacles, or discouragement.
Examples:
Persevere through hardships. Persevere in my goals. Even when faced with challenges, it's important to persevere and never give up.
Biochemical.
Relating to the chemical processes and substances that occur within living organisms.
Examples:
Biochemical reaction. Complex biochemical. Biochemical research is essential to understanding the complex chemical reactions in living organisms.
Synchronous.
Occurring or operating at the same time or pace, happening simultaneously, coordinated or synchronized.
Examples:
Synchronous communication. Synchronous learning. The group of performers perfectly executed the synchronous dance routine.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Graft.
A transplanted portion of tissue or skin, often taken from one part of the body and used to repair or replace damaged or missing tissue in another part. A corrupt or illegal means of acquiring wealth or power through illicit or unethical methods.
Examples:
Graft surgery. Anti-graft law. The patient's skin graft procedure was successful, and he was released from the hospital.
Heartbeat.
The regular movement or sound of the heart as it sends blood around the body, an animating or vital unifying force.
Examples:
Heartbeat abnormality. A pounding heartbeat. New York is the commercial heartbeat of America.
Pacemaker.
A small electronic device that is implanted in the chest to regulate the heartbeat of people with certain heart conditions. A person or thing that sets the pace or rhythm for others.
Examples:
Implanted pacemaker. Pacemaker battery. Some people with pacemakers may need to avoid certain activities or sources of electromagnetic interference.
Lockstep.
A way of walking in which people's strides are perfectly synchronized, rigid conformity to a particular plan or set of actions.
Examples:
Follow the rules in lockstep. Work in lockstep. The dancers moved in lockstep, perfectly synchronized with one another.
Macaque.
Any of the various short-tailed monkeys found in Asia and Africa, typically living in large groups and known for their intelligence and adaptability.
Examples:
Macaque monkey. Macaque species. The rhesus macaque is one of the biomedical research's most widely used animal models.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Saline.
Containing salt, of or relating to chemical salts.
Examples:
A saline lake. Irrigation with saline. The drug is dissolved in a saline solution.
Populate.
To inhabit or occupy a particular area, region, or environment with a certain number or type of people, animals, or plants, to fill out or complete a form, document, or database with relevant information.
Examples:
Populate the countryside. Populate the spreadsheet. Deer, squirrels, and birds primarily populate the forest.
Recap.
To repeat or summarize what has been said, decided, etc.
Examples:
Recap key points. Recap briefly. Let me quickly recap these results.
Roadblock.
A physical barrier or obstacle that prevents progress or movement, a situation that impedes progress or creates difficulty in achieving a goal or objective.
Examples:
Biological roadblock. Bypass roadblock. The accident caused a roadblock on the highway, causing traffic to come to a standstill.
Ventricle.
A chamber or cavity within an organ or structure, particularly the lower chamber of the heart that pumps blood to the lungs and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Left ventricle. Ventricle in the brain. The heart's ventricles are responsible for pumping blood out to the body.
Gaggle.
A group or flock of wild geese, a gathering of people, particularly when noisy or in disarray.
Examples:
Gaggle of tourists. Gaggle of ducks. A gaggle of geese took off from the pond and flew overhead.
Orderly.
Clean or organized in a neat, careful, and logical way.
Examples:
Orderly and fair market. Orderly manner. The elections were handled in a timely and orderly manner.
Rein.
A long, narrow strap attached to a horse's bit, used to control the animal while riding, a means of controlling or limiting something or someone's actions and behavior. Verb, to control or restrain something, especially something that is becoming excessive or out of control.
Examples:
Tight rein. Rein in costs. The new driver struggled to keep a firm grip on the rein as the horse bolted.
Eject.
To force someone to put out or leave a particular place or position.
Examples:
Eject a player from a game. Eject huge amounts of pollutant. Our immune system can eject disease germs from the body.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Presume.
To suppose or assume something to be true, often without sufficient evidence or proof, to take liberties, behave impolitely, or overstep one's bounds, often due to arrogance or ignorance.
Examples:
Presume innocence. Presume on his tolerance. I presume you've already made plans for the weekend since you didn't respond to my invitation.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.